If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So before continuing to like starting today's session, do you have any confusion for any whatever the topic we have covered first today?
Nothing from my side.
Okay. So today we have covered about the introduction part, basically like folder structure and what is the hybrids and all. Today we are going to cover the some of the installation part, and we will cover the accelerator, and then after the accelerator setup is done, then whatever the different software we are getting, HAC, Backoffice overflow overview, then out of box table, and we will also go with the out of box order placement like checkout flow and everything, and whatever the back office solar and all, we are going to discuss this one. Okay. And other than that, we will initialization update, that all comes under the HAC overview. How we are going to initialize, how we are going to update our system, and whatever the different extension, how we can see then from front end, basically what you can change from the front end, that comes under this overview. Okay. Back office overview, just overview. It's not a customization. Customization is the later part. It's just overview, like how you are going to manage that thing and how you are going to fetch the data. And HAC overview again is fetching the data and what are the different menus are there. Okay. So here we have first day is basically overview, and today we are going to installation part and all. Data modeling part we are going to cover later. Data modeling is basically coding. So first we are going to cover the functional part. So we will cover the product modeling first, and here we don't have basically OOTV flow, that comes under the overview and installation. So we will cover the product modeling first, then we'll move the installation of our custom code, like any of the flags, this one, data modeling, impacts, services. These are the coding part, pure technical part. Okay. And this is the back office. Again, we have a session for 2 hours. It lasts like 3 to 4 hours. This is basically again the customization of back office, whatever the out of box back office you get, how we are going to customize it. Okay. So yesterday we are discussing over the installation part. See that. Okay, they have made already. There's so many things that we are just focusing on and clean and all. We just don't focus on the module gen and extension gen and initialize. We are focusing later part. Okay. So since you are working in the 22.05 version, so what is the system requirement for that? And according to the system requirement, how you are going to proceed with that? So system requirement for 22.05 will be, you should have at least Java 17 installed, Java 17 or later. So Java 17 or SAP machine 17. Nowadays, so many companies are coming with the replacement of JDK. Basically, they want to deprecate the monopoly of Oracle. So they are creating their own type of JDK. Similarly, SAP also created their own JDK. So hybrids, this is both compatible with both Java 17 and the SAP machine 17. Both. Okay. So you can use either one. It will perform similar things. This is the first thing you need to. And other than that, whatever the system requirement, you should have at least 8 GB RAM. Okay, this is at least means less than 8 GB RAM is not feasible for this. Okay, so 8 GB RAM or plus, actually recommended part is 16 GB. Recommended part is 16 GB RAM. Next thing is that you should have at least 40 GB storage in your system. Okay, processor should be i5 or later. is feasible, like more compatible, but i5 it should be at least it should be present. Okay, so this is the system requirement for you to install the 2205 version. Okay, this is for 2211 also, similar kind of thing is there. Now how you are going to install? So installation part is that we are yesterday discussing that you are going to first extract your project. So how to extract? By using save1zip. You just extract flow normally how you are extracting the other zip file. Okay, after that go to the installer part. Okay, and if someone is installing for the training purpose, if someone is installing for the project purpose, that is a different way, that is under the product documentation, it should be there. Okay, and open the CMD here and run the recipe part. Install .bat -r, then initial password, whatever the password you want to give, that should be first you are doing like from here. Once this recipe is done, close this window and go to the Hybris bin and platform and open the command prompt here and first run the set on TNB, and once it's done then run the and clean all. Once and clean all, it will generally take 25 to 35 minutes first time, and once it's done then run the hybrid server.bat. Okay, and tab. So this is how you are going to start the server. Okay, so this is how you are setting the code. Now how you are going to set your project? The next thing is that how you are going to set the project. Once the server will up, like after hybrid server.bat, the server will up, it will show something like this. Yeah, you can see that server startup and this one. So it means that server is started. Okay, when you run the hybrid server.bat, it will show server startup is basically whatever server hybrid server.bat is basically on the top of Tomcat. Okay, it 9 point something that it is using. So you can, it is server is started. Now once the server is started, you can hit the URL. Host 9002. Now since it is a HTTPS, so it will show and just proceed with this. Okay, so once you proceed with this URL, it will immediately initialize. It will not come this window since I have already initialized, so it will not come populate this window. Rather it will show the initialize button, 3 button here. Okay, 3 button. So you will go and hit that button. How it will show? I will show it. Just showing you admin. And the password, we have set the password Nimda. How you can see the password? That password we have set in the local dot property. That will be the password. How you can see the local dot property under the config folder. You have a local dot properties. So here this is the password for your Backoffice and HAC. HAC is Hybrid Administrator Console, where you can perform all administrator related activities. Okay, so my password is Nimda. So once you hit, you will get something like this. But first time when you hit this URL, you will get something like this. Okay, something like this. It will not ask any username password, because first time it want to initialize the system. Initializes means setting your system, and initialization process happens only once in entire project when you set up that project. Okay, and generally this button is disabled in the production, because if someone initialize means removing entire data of your project. Initialization means removing entire data of your project. Okay, and recreating it. So it will take generally a lot of time, and that's why we like this button is disabled in the high environment from dev to production. Now, so when you hit the first time, it will come like this, and if you hit initialization, it will give the warning. You want to just like really want to initialize on, because it will destroy all the data. Okay, so just click on OK and move for the initialization. Initialization will take nearly 2 to 4 hours. it depends upon your laptop configuration. Minimum 2 hour, maximum 4 hour. Okay, if laptop will not go on the sleep mode, if it will go on the sleep mode, it will enhance the time, increase the time. Okay, so this is how it's initialization. It is basically initializing your DB. Initialization of DB means removing entire data, in dropping all the tables, recreating tables, and reinserting the data. This is how initialization is done. This is what initialization actually do. Okay, remove entire data, whatever the table you have, suppose 2000 table, it will remove data of 2000 table, remove the 2000 table itself, recreating that again those table, and again is reinserting the data, whatever the sample data present in your project. So if you have already data, then initialization will take a lot of time. Like suppose in the production we have millions of data, so it will take nearly 2 to 3 days to initialize entire system in the production. That's why this is the first time activity when you are setting anything. Okay, so once initialized, it will initialize all the extension which is mentioned in your local extension.xml. Local extension.xml, only it will initialize the domain's entire project. Okay, so where you can find the under the platform, this initialization is there, but when you hit the first time, automatically it will come the initialize this window only. Okay, so what you are doing here, installation part. First you are setting with the recipe. After that, recipe, where the recipe, this is an installer folder. And after that, platform and build the code. Building the code is basically and click now. Then the server, starting the server is nothing, hybrid server.bat. Okay, once the server is started, move now, hit this one. And after that, automatically you hit this one, automatically it will go to window. Automatically it will go to this window. Okay, and just initialize. It will take 2 to 4 hours, depend upon configuration. Okay, clear? This is how you are going to install in the local. For the training purpose, when you are installing, you will install the local. Now when you are going to install for your project, you can skip this one. You just, in place of installing this by the recipe, you are copying the code from the Git repository, and after that moving to the platform, only this step will change. Okay, otherwise these steps are same. Okay, these steps are from 2 to 5, so it will same. Only the copying you are the code, and after that next step. Clear? Team, once the server will up. Okay, so once the initialization part is done, basically your project setup is done, you will get 4 ready site. I already told Hybris is already giving ready site for you for the practice purpose. Okay, 80% code is ready, means you can perform into activities. Okay, and some sort of software. Okay, so we'll look what are the software this is providing and what are the different sites this is providing for us. Okay, now are in the local.properties. So whatever site you are seeing here, these are these sites provided by the Hybris for the practice purpose. Now here you can see the domain is entirely different, like electronics.local, apparel de.local, apparel uk.local, and power tool.local. These are the sites provided by Habits for our coding, basically our understanding purpose, and out of box to access the out of box code and all. Just understand the flow. Now you can access these sites by the two ways. Okay, either by domain, or you can by using the localhost domain. Okay, sometimes someone doesn't have the admin permission, so in that case they cannot edit the host file. In that case we can use the localhost. Okay, now how basically before moving and accessing this site you need to change the your host file. So how you are going to change the host file, and whatever the drivers, under the drivers we have a etc folder, and then we have a host folder, and just open in the notepad plus plus. Okay, in admin mode. So you can see I have changed the host file. So I have added the local host, electronic local, apparel d uk local, power tool, and apparel d local. So this thing you need to change in your host file to access the site. If suppose you don't have, only you have the local host and you don't have permission to change it, then there's different way to access that site. Okay, so what are those? Okay, this local properties, unless I want to access the electronics local. Remove the extra / and just hit it. Okay, it's again asking warning, and it will go to the site. This is the one way. What is the another way? This is one. I'm opening in incognito mode. Okay, and then storefront. Let's see, it's opening or not. Okay, it will take time because a lot of data is there. Now you can see here how I'm opening. I am like basically this is the domain or host. Then this is the folder. Basically, this is the extension name, storefront extension name. Storefront extension is basically extension which is always attached to the front end part. Front end part, it has controller. Whatever the request going from the front end, that can be accessed by, basically that can be handled by this folder only, this project only. It has all controllers, GSP files, and localization file. Everything is present in this folder only. Okay, this is front end folder. You can just see front end related folder. Okay, we'll discuss later that whatever the different project we have and whatever the different uses of that. Okay, so you can see this is also accessed, similar things, and this is also. So both things are same. Okay, when you are accessing the site, this is one. And this is another. Okay, you can access either one. Both are similarly. We have a different site like apparel and power tool, so you can access similar kind of this. Okay, now you have different sites. It means the electronic local is B2C site for electronics one. Apparel D is B2C site for the apparels with German. You can say D for the German, UK for the English. Okay, so same site with two different languages. Okay, and power tool is B2B side. These three are B2C side. Power tool is B2B side. So 4 sites are up ready for us, B2B and B2C both sides. Now it's up to you which you are going to configure and like go for the later part. Okay, so you can see this is how your site looks. Clear? Now you have option to go with the HAC. Now next thing is that even more software you're getting, that is back office. Okay, so what is the URL for the back office? After 902, just hit the back office. Okay, it will take time because it's lengthy software. It will take time to open it again. So this is how you can open the back office. Okay, so now you have ready for a site, 4 different sites plus back office plus HAC and some other cockpit also, smart edit and product cockpit also. You will see later. Okay, now let's go into the HAC, that is a high-based administration console. So when you work on the production, when you work on the some higher environment, you will maximum engage with this. Okay, to fetch the data, to insert the data, to export the data, you are going to use this interface only, this software only. Okay, so we have different tab, so you can maximum you are going to use the console tab and the monitoring tab. Maximum you are going to use the monitoring tab and the console tab. Okay, but let's go one by one. What are the different tabs we have and what are the different uses for that? Okay, under the platform we have TNets. Okay, TNets is basically it's a set of data. Okay, in future you will definitely come with a word like multi-TNet system. Okay, just well, what is the multi-TNet system? What is the multi-cluster system? Okay. Just understand. So this architecture is basically based on our local. This one is based on our local. We have only one system, 1 DB direct attachment. This is called a single cluster single system or single node system. Okay, you have only one node here, only one TNet here, only one cluster here. So one system, 1 DB. Okay. This one we have multiple system, but they are accessing single DB. This is called multi-cluster system. Multi-cluster system basically, it is accessing, we have multiple, but all load, all basically traffic is going to the single DB. Okay. So some projects are using this one. It doesn't mean that this is not currently running, but some projects are still using this one. Okay, so we have different loads, but you are using the similar kind of simple DB. Only one you have, you don't have any kind of, they might use the load balancer or something else, but you have a single channel to access the DB. Now third thing is, this is called the multi-tenant system. What is multi-tenant system? Is that we have a DB. You have purchased some DB. Now you have created some set of data. Maybe set 1 be with exact replica of set 2 or set 3. Or maybe they have a different data, and shared data is stored in DB, and the identical data they have stored in set 1, set 2, set 3. Now when they are accessing system 1, they can, system 1 is accessed by set 1 where they attach to, this is again DB, set 1, set 2, set 3 is DB. Also we have just created a section under the DB. Okay, system 2 is attached to set 2, system 3 is attached to set 3. Okay, tomorrow if you want to initialize the system or updating the system, so you can shut down the system, so your site is still up and running, then system 2, system 3 is still working on that. In that case, we extra traffic, we have a different layer to access, like for the traffic, or different. So in that case, we can manage the traffic in much better way. So both are feasible, and as per the project, as per the requirement, both is like nowadays they are running. Okay, this is for the only local, and this is for the higher environment. Okay, so multi-tenant is, you have multiple tenant. One tenant is equivalent to your one system. Okay, one tenant is attached to one DB set of data. Okay, and it accessing that. So like this DB, this shared location may contain the shared detail, like user detail, cart detail, order detail, and this set 1 may be attached to, related to some specific thing, like when US user is accessing, so you will get some set of data. When Indian user is accessing, and some get some set of data, so that maybe data might be identical or might be exact replica of the other set. Okay, so this is called multi-tenant system. So here we have only one tenant is active, other J unit, foo, T1, T2, these are inactive in nature. Okay, where you can see the multi-tenant system where these TNet are attached, and how we are going to create the TNet. So these TNet are attached in this out of box. We have not customized it. So it means this should be available in out of box, some properties, some configuration file. Configuration file is nothing as properties file. Okay, so most, I told you, most OTE file is under the platform project or properties. So here if you search for the TNet, is that, let's search for master. You can see master TNet is of course there. Installed TNet is JUnit, foo, T1, T2. So these are not active. You should make it active. Okay, but these are the installed TNet. For your practice purpose, they have given already. So these are the installed TNet. Okay, so if you don't want any TNet, so tomorrow you just copy this file, just copy and paste in here and leave as empty. Means when you tomorrow build your system again, update your system, so these TNet will disappear from here. You cannot see any TNet here, because now this property will override the OTP property. Or tomorrow you want to give some extra property, so you give one whatever the TNet name you want to give. Okay, you want to continue with this TNet plus adding some, then you need to copy exact this one plus comma, you are going to add some extra TNet here. So this is how you are going to override this one. Okay, so generally we give empty TNet for the local, because more TNet means more build time, basically more set of data, so more build time will create. This you understand the TNet part, team?
Yes,
Yeah.
Next thing is configuration. Okay, configuration is related to all the properties file. Okay, whatever the properties file we have seen here from any uh, like any project or properties, local dot properties, from any extension project or properties, those you can see here. It doesn't contain the localization properties, but it contains the all configuration properties. Okay, so you can see all the properties. We have 4457 properties. Okay, so you can search by the key or value here, and you can change that property also. Okay, so now I want to just search this property. I want to change this property. Just searching by this one, you can see http I found this. Okay, now I want to change this. I want to delete this till your server is up. If you stop the server and restart again, then the properties file written in your file will override this property again. It means this is a temporary change till your server is up. If you want permanent change, you need to change the file. Okay, so you can change it, and press is basically this sign is basically to apply, and this is for delete. And if you have multiple file, you change multiple and apply here. Okay, so suppose I want to make as empty nothing here, and immediately it will go. So I just apply all like this. Here it is apply. It changed. Okay, so till your server is up, it will change. So now this you can see the all properties. So tomorrow, if you want to see what properties your system is accessing, like any problem is that you are getting, so in the production, so you can go and see that properties file here. But in production, I told you it's a multi-tenant system. So changing in one tenant may or may not be applicable to other tenant. So in that case, we have there's a basically come thing is static file. Okay, yesterday we are discussing about the deployment all. There is a concept is static file where you can going to change it. So in production and UAT, when you have a multiple server, this will not work. This is basically it will only for the local. Okay, but you can see into the production and UAT which property basically your system is using. Then we have a system. So system will give the all information about your system. Okay, so whatever the system is, that what RAM, threads, everything, it will give the system property and system environment detail output. Okay, where it is installed, directory structure, everything, the Java version you are using, so everything it will give to you. After that, it is logging. Logging is basically you will go when you, I will teach you later the log part, how you basically track the log. So log is something which can be tracked here. Okay, which can be tracked in the console. Console, these things you can see in the production, you can see in the Kibana. Kibana is software provided by SAP, where you can see this kind of log. You don't have access for the command prompt of the production on the UAT. So there you can see by using the Kibana. Previously we are using the Jenkins, that is the external software, third party. Now Kibana is from the SAP, so we are using Kibana for the logging and tracking. So logging basically as per the project wise is quite similar to the Java as per the project or class label. So if you want to debug that class, or basically when you are hitting that class, if that code, that piece of code is got hidden by your flow or any method, so in that case, if log is enabled, that will print into the your console, and you can access that console by using the Kibana. Okay, and how you are going to know, that is a different part. Okay, so enabling is basically again this you are going to put into the properties file. Let's see if you can. No, it doesn't have it. Okay, I will configure later, so I will show you how you are going to configure this. Okay, you have different label, like you want to just warning log, you want an error log, you want all logs. Okay, so generally we do for that, if you are not getting proper prices, then we are putting that, we are printing the prices, we are printing the suppose something we are getting the null, That for the tracking purpose, we are printing that values there, that where our code is got distracted, like this, where the logging is going to use. After that, extensions. Extension means whatever the different extensions. Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Suppose I want to introduce new property in configuration, and I want that property to be enabled in all the environment, UAT, QA, and all. So for that, what are the things I have to change? Means it is only to change in the project property and enable in one of the platform, or should I go for everything, every platform?
No, don't change from here. If you want to add new property, similar thing is that yesterday we have created a QA part right here. For QA you want to enable. So in local.qa, if it is on QA related, you can change it and you can check in the code. So when the code is deployed on that particular environment, it will reflect that property.
So we need not to go for each HAC, means QA HAC and dev HAC to check to enable, right?
It will reflect to all the QA HAC. Okay. If you change the production one, then it will reflect the all production environment itself. Okay.
Okay.
Because local dot property is only one for each environment, so it will reflect for all that. Okay. And next part is we're discussing the under the platform we have extension, so you can see all the extension which is version. So just a knowledge purpose, which extension we are using, 320 extension we are using. So that's the extension and add-ons which we are using. Okay. And initialization I already discussed. It's just deleting all the data and recreating it, deleting all the tables and everything and recreating it. That's the initialization. Next we have the update. Update we generally use when we are going to change any item.xml. Item.xml is basically database layer for us. Okay. So we are going to change that later part. That this we are going to discuss like data modeling part under that. We have a data modeling session, maybe on Monday. So there we are going to discuss the how we are update will impact this data modeling part. Okay. So here update means now update has different is. If you just want to reflect your DB, because whatever you change in the backend, now you want to push the same thing into the DB. So that only update running system will work. Create essential data means some data files is there, like impex file we generally call import and export file. So if you want to insert those files here, so that is create essential data. And if you have changed any type of localized file like a DE, English, German, any type of special file, then you need to check the localized one. Generally, we only check the update running system. Okay. Update running system date 2 to 5 minutes or 6 minutes, something like. If you check on the create essential data, it will take like 30 minutes, 40 minutes because it is running the files from the backend. So this is how update is basically just a part of initialization. Okay. So generally initialization will delete. Initialization is basically you have hybris data DB. So you have custom tables. Okay, like this, so many things is there. If you initialize, it will delete entire thing. Okay, let's see that. Do we have any PPT for this? Okay, they have nice PPT. You can go with that. Okay, I think they will share with you. They have just mentioned that they are not given the diagram here. How to install the recipe, install recipe. Okay. Okay. Just focus on here. Okay. Yeah, you have to the custom you have. So on the initialization, you will delete everything from here and recreate again. Plus this is the custom one. But if you are updating one, it will not touch the whatever the existing you have. It will just fetch what the changes you've done and just reflect that. Fetch those changes only. So update will not touch the existing code, existing tables, existing data, existing any DB. Only it will fetch the new and change it. It will not touch and all. Okay. So update is just a part of basically whatever the custom change you had did. So you want to reflect in the front end, that is for the update. If you remove the data and reinstall again the data, that you in that case you are basically going with the initialization. Okay. This recipe part previously we have B2B B2C. This is for 1905 version. Now all this B2B B2C recipe is replaced with the CX. So just replace with the CX one. Okay, and put the initial password also. Okay, they have mentioned all the steps here. Okay, they have mentioned all the like how you are going to update and how you are going to initialize. Yeah, it's done. Okay, and
Deepak, I have one question on logging. You went to the logging and platform folder. So sometime I observed that we have option like info and debug and all these things. And 20 Hybris 2205, I heard that sometime debug doesn't work. Only log.info working is work. It is
not in Hybris 2205. This problem is come nearly 2 years back. This is not for debug related, where we have problem with the log4j only. Then we have updated that. That issue with that one.
so
Debug.
why debug doesn't work?
Sorry, which one?
Sometime log.debug is not bug. Me sometime it doesn't bug. Why?
Logboard debug is working as of my knowledge. So whatever I work on that, it may be the configuration issue, but generally it work.
Okay.
Yeah, and debug is only that debug will only work when your server is started in debug mode.
Okay.
Okay, if your server is not started in debug mode, like I started only hyperserver.bat. If you space then debug, then only debug configuration will work. This debug info will work.
But what about in development mode? Suppose we are checking log of any UAT or QA at that time, debug will work or not?
If the debug mode server is not enabled, then it will not work. Okay, if debug they have started server in debug mode, then it will work for that. Okay, but generally debug we are using very less. Okay, maximum time we are using the information and error.
Okay.
Yeah, debug is when basically you are going to debug in your local or debugging the code and all. In that case, you are using the debug. When debug is enabled for this, when you are going to debug, so you have the separate method itself in the code debug.enabled. In that case, only you are putting this log.
Okay, so basically debug we will use to test in local, right?
Same time, yeah. In debug enabled, let's see, do we have method now top box? Yeah. 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 In that case, if you have not put like that, then it will not. Your server should be in debug mode, and if your is debug enabled, in that case only the log debug will work. Okay.
So for debug, but from Commerce portal, on-demand portal, we are triggering the deployment just by clicking a button. No command we are running, right? So how to enable the debug mode of server on that?
Generally, I think it will start the debug mode. Maximum times they start the debug mode. That is the configuration we need to do. Maximum time, but debug is not from the like for the production and the UAT environment. There, your maximum time you are using the warning error like this.
But in case of warning and error, we have a
Uh-huh.
drawback. Let's say we wanted to check some values. If we
Mhm.
want to use the info, that info is not a good practice, as it will print the logs every time. But we need this debug so that we can enable whenever it is required. It should print the values, otherwise not. And in case of error and warning, these will come when the error will come.
Yeah, for error, every time error will come and warning come. Okay, for this debug, I think server nowadays, yeah, we don't have in our hand to start server in which one. So already in debug mode, and after this method, your service should be enabled in debug mode. It means this enabling is nothing. This one. Okay, your particular class should be enabled debug mode. Then it will definitely print. Like if it is not printing, can you show? Like you can send me that. I will just look on that. Because as per my understanding, if your configuration is correct, then it is printing.
Okay. It might be configuration issue.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Any more question, Tim? Okay. So yeah, SQL script. Yeah.
Deepak, under the update tab, there is a dumb configuration option is there. What was the purpose of that?
Dump configuration, you are like whatever already previously this come with the HAC dump configuration, HMC dump configuration. Basically, you are dumping all the configuration. Like this is kind of that you are removing that table structure and all. Okay, so
We will use that option.
no, this will only we are going to use when you have a like generally we do not change the table. Like when you declare any table, it's very difficult for that you are going to change that table. Okay, like properties of column, properties of table, you cannot change. Okay, so only then you, but if you want to change, like forcefully you want to change, that case you are using the dump configuration. Okay, you are not going to use in the real time for the introduction and UAT. Yeah.
Just to update the table, basically.
Yeah. Not update the table. You are dumping the configuration, means you are like removing that like structure of the table.
Okay.
Okay. So when I will come with you, suppose just I'm showing you. Okay. Just focus on here. Now this is a table, suppose principal is table. Now this is description is your one column. It has type. Now you have created the system and this table is created. Now you cannot change and you cannot delete description column. You don't have authorization to delete it now. Okay, you want to dump entire table, or you have to dump like the configuration. This is not dump configuration. This dump configuration is basically related to your if whatever the customized configuration you do for the back office, that is being dumped from here.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not table. Dump configuration is for the whatever we have to configure the back office. So if you want to come with the original state, in that case we are in the dump configuration, will remove that thing. Okay, similarly previously this was not coming here, it was coming here. We have a remove the HMC configuration, some name is there. Now they have moved this from here to here, so just dumping all the configuration of your whatever the customized configuration you did, so you are removing that one. Okay. Okay, locking is of course you are locking the like this system or locking the database kind of things it is using. And this script is basically whatever the initialization update you are want to do. If you want to do by the script, you can generate and you can run that script. It will perform the same thing. Okay. And license is for your what the license you are using for your system. That is basically the license. Currently, I am using the temp license, which is provided by Hybris. So it will show how many days is remaining, and this is demo license, you can see that. So if you have a permanent license, here the value will go sometime infinite, 999, something like value will show, and it is saying the license, hybrid license or licensed version, something it will show to you. Okay, after that, support is nowadays we are not using. Support is basically used to download the logs. Support is whatever logs we are using here, that support we are going to support. This is the console logs. You can see tomorrow, 27 yesterday and today we have two different console logs. You can download any type of console log. So it will generate, it will create, and it will download. Download means whatever the, after starting the server, that day log you can see. Okay, so it's static things, you can download it. Nowadays we are not using because we have different software to track the real-time logs. Okay, so once it is downloaded, you just go here and extract. And you can see under the logs, under Tomcat, you have a console logs. This is the same log after starting server. Okay, previously we are using, but nowadays it's the kind of thing is no one is using because we have a different options. Okay, next thing is that PK analyzer. PK analyzer means each PK is a unique thing to the entire table. All the table means each row has different PK. Each row has different PK means like if even the product table PK, and like if you compare between the all tables, you have a like millions of records. So it means you have millions of PK, unique PK here. Okay, PK should not be duplicate, even the different table also. Product PK, card PK, everything, all PKs are unique. Okay, so by hitting the PK here, you will understand that this PK belongs to which table. Okay, this is called the PK analyzer. Okay, next thing, class 5, this is not used and all. And after the monitoring,
But how to identify to which the table it belongs to? Can you show?
Yeah, I will show you. That's okay. Just flexible search. Okay, just go, don't go on the syntax currently. So just select R from products. I'm executing, and you can see here the PK we have. Okay, suppose someone is giving the PK value for you. Okay, and in the console you got the PK. You don't understand this which PK this belong to which table. Just go here, paste it, and it is saying it is belonging to the type code product.
Okay.
Okay, it's just giving the product table name or basically type code name. What is type code? Type code is basically for Hybris purpose we call the type code, and for table when we are working with the database, this become the type code, become the table. Okay, this is the naming convention is that. Okay, and after that just monitoring tab, we have cache. So cache, if it is enabled, then it will show what are the different cache you have. Okay, generally you cannot see cache from here. Generally we can see the cache from the scripting language. Okay, so cache is very minimum you are going to see. Maximum thing what you can see here, cron jobs. Okay, so cron jobs means basically you are going to monitor that what are the different cron jobs are running currently. Cron jobs is basically scheduled job which perform on a particular interval of time. You can see one cron job is running. So tomorrow some problem is coming, like for this duration you are getting the high percentage user CPU in the production. So you will go immediately, or maybe tester is saying that our system is lagging now. So you can immediately go and see that what are the different cron job is running, that any cron job consuming extra memory. So this is how in the monitoring and even cron job will come and you see that whatever different cron jobs are running here. Okay, database is basically give the information. Data is static. Okay, database related, what is the DB name, what are the different table size, you can calculate the table size and DB, this thing, but you are not going to use in the real time because of course DB, someone else, different DB you are going to manage and you cannot manage DB from here. Okay, cluster and all this we cannot manage. And the thread dump is also not. Performance is just it's giving the what is the performance issue. But nowadays, performance if you are not using for this, you have a Dynatrace tool. So that also comes on the on-demand portal where you mention the basically go and track the performance of your system. So now this is also not used currently. Thread dump. This I will just a minute. Okay. Yeah, dumping the thread or record dump. No, it's not related to that. You are not going to use this thread dump in the real time. Okay, so in monitoring tab, maximum you are going to cron jobs, basically to track your job. Okay. In maintenance tab, you are not going to use, but I'm just giving the what is the maintenance tab. Maintenance tab is the suppose whatever the different type code and tables you have, you want to dump them or you want to clean your system. In that case, maintenance tab is going to use you. Okay, orphan media file is basically a media file which doesn't have product. Okay, any images which is not attached to any product, it becomes the orphan media type file. So attached to any table. So just you want to clean it, you want to track because it's just taking extra memory for you. Drop system type system is basically it's related to any maybe any type code, any table which is literally not going is using. Basically, it is just stored in your DB. So that okay, this is kind of drop type system is also come with the deployment. So here deployment is basically showing that this is a type code. What is type code? I will come again. Okay, and this type code belong to which table? Okay, this is product. You can see product for us and products table. Variant product. Generic variant product also stored in the product. So product plus its child is storing in the product table. Employee going to store in the user table. So this is the type code and this is the extension in which product in which project these tables or these type code are defined. Okay, this will come in the data modeling part. This is currently you will not understand properly. So in maintenance tab, just you can see that these are the cleanup activities and the type system only that we come in the data modeling part. This tab you are going to use maximum, and maximum is here you are going to maximum is basically flexible search and impacts import. Although all are important here, all four are important. LDAP is not important. You are not going to use. So flexible search is basically to fetch the data from any table. To fetch the data from any table means whatever like select are from I will fetch the from table. Now I'm searching from employee. Employee means who manage the site. Okay, so you get this is the data I got. So this is the syntax. We have a separate session for flexible search where we can see the syntax and how we are basically executing, how it is parsing the query. But by using this tab, you can access all the data of your table. Okay, you access the entire table like any table from here: employee, user, cart, order, checkout, consignment, product, anything you can access from here. Okay, just fetch the data. And now like in the separate session, you will see that how we like what are the different mode and what are different possible scenario for the flexible search. Next is scripting language. Scripting language basically if in production you don't have option to see the code. Okay, you don't have option to see the code. You can just only you can see the front end, but you want to debug. You want to see the output of the code. You want to execute some piece of code. In that case, this scripting language console will work. So here basically you are going to paste that code. Groovy is a simplified version of Java. You can generally call that Java method here. Okay, this basically syntax basically to write this Groovy script. We'll see later. So Groovy is basically based on the bean cell script. On the top of that, you can say B cell also, JavaScript also. So you can run either 3F script Basically, you are importing any method, importing any class, importing any object, creating any object, calling any method, and you can see the output of that method. Okay, so let's see, do we have here? We have already, suppose if in your project Groovy is there, so in browse tab Groovy is already mentioned. I'm just reloading, just right click, load the script. So you can see here it is importing those classes what are the important for us. After that it is creating some object and then it is directly calling the method. Okay, it doesn't need a proper Java syntax that class and then define it. No, it just it is basically return service is object. It is taking from the bean, and this bean should be defined in spring.xml. So like this, they are and normally calling and printing something. So this is the way in the production environment you can run the Groovy script and execute, and you will see the result and output here. Output means whatever the printing, result means yes, it's executed or not properly, any error or something like that. Rollback and commit is basically if you commit, it will hit the database. Rollback means it is just for the fetching purpose. You are not going to hit the database, like not changing any database. So you can change, remove anything can be possible. Suppose you want to remove some sort of data there, so you can remove by using the Groovy script. You can remove from the Impex also, but you can remove from the Groovy script. Like you would remove some sort of data by some calculations, so you can do by using the Groovy script. So how to write this Groovy script and how we are going to execute it, that is separate part. You can see later. Okay, that is quite technical things. Okay. After that, we have Impex import. So Impex import is basically to import the data into your table. Import the data into your database. So particular table. So if you want to import in your product, so insert, then your type name. Type name is product. Type name is nothing, it's a table name for us. Type name, table name is similar thing. And how we are going to, it is interrelated, we are going to see later. Then you need to mention the attribute, that is nothing, column name, code, then name. These are the different column names, and then insert the interfront data. This is a separate part. We have an Impex, like that Impex and Plexio search both. We have a separate part. So we can see the later what are the different syntax and what are different possible scenarios here and how we can customize the Impex. So Impex is just importing the data. So you can copy paste the data here, and suppose you have some file, text file, Impex file. So you can choose the file and upload the file and hit import that. Okay, and you can see later like what is the strict, what is the relax import. Okay. After that, Impex import is to export the data, okay, for the backup purpose or for the re-importing purpose. Suppose you want to replicate some issue in your local. For that you need data. So in that case, you can export the data from the production, some data, and you can import that data into your local system for you to replicate particular issue. And again, it has a script like either you can export from here, copy pasting the script, or you can like upload the script and choose that. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, we completed HAC. So let's move to back office part. So just back office is again a software provided by Hybris to perform some admin related activities. Okay, so you can see here there's a lot of things already available here. Okay, so these are, you can say, the nodes. Okay, this is basically explorer tree. This part we call the explorer tree, and under the explorer tree we have a different explorer node, and under the explorer node we have a sub node. So if you expand the catalogs, you will find again catalogs, product, category, again. So there's a lot of tables here. Again, classification. So if you click on anything, category, catalogs, you will find under the user, you will find the companies, user group, employee. So if you click on any one employee, customer, addresses. So you will find the records of particular table. Record of particular table. And if you click on particular, this is the list view. Okay, this is the list view of any record. If you click on any record, then you will get the descriptive view of particular record. In HAC, when you click on that, it is getting exact in table format, how it is going to store in DB. But in Backoffice, this is more on the user format, how it feasible for the user and how feasible for the developer. So you can see here. So now ID itself is a column. Okay, name itself is a column. These are the columns. Okay, so this is one record. This is one row. Okay, when you click on the one row, you will get the different. These are columns. Now, which column will show on the which tab? This is the tabs we have. These tabs are not stored in database. These tabs are only for user related purpose. So this column, these group of columns I want to show in journal tab. Some group of columns I want to show in the address tab. So this, how we are going to do, this is called the customization of Backoffice. This is called the tab customization. So this is for our purpose. Okay, it doesn't mean that data is going to store in the like this word. No, data is not going to store in this way. Data is actually going to store how we are searching like this. This is the data, how we store the data. But for our purpose, this is how it is Backoffice is looking. Okay, because Backoffice may be used by maximum business user. Employee personalization. These are different tab. Under the tab, we have a group of columns are stored. Okay, some columns are basically common. You can say ID and name, like essential column. So ID and name is common for all the tabs, and some extra tab. These are under, you can see bold letter. This is called the section. So essentially is one section. Personalization rule is another section. Catalog version permission is another section. Similarly, in general tab, we have a two section, essential section, property section. It means tab, then section, under the section, then you have a columns. Okay, these are the exploratory. This you can also customize. So this customization is called the exploratory customization. You can customize this list view. Suppose now in place of 2, you want to show 4. So that is list view customization. This is called tab customization. Under the tab customization, you are creating new tab, creating some new section, and showing any column to particular section or tab. Then you can see here search. This can also be customized. If you click on this binoculars, then it will explain this can be also customized. So we can entire Backoffice is customized. That is separate part. So you can see like 5 to 6. We are more than that. We can customize the Backoffice. Okay. This is based on the ZUL framework. This Backoffice is based on the ZUL framework, built on the top of that. So now this is the way you can see that existing table. Now tomorrow you have implemented new table. You want to show here, that can also possible. Now you can the multimedia. Then you can see the catalogs. You can see the system. Okay. Now what are the different way to see the different out of box table? So one way we can search from here. Okay, we can search from here, select stamp from table name, curly braces table name, or the type name. So it will show the records of particular table. What is the different another way to show see the table? Go here in Backoffice and see that particular table is there or not. So suppose in the product you want to click, just see if you already know that under the catalog product is there, go and search there. If you don't know, just type here the product. Okay, so it will show show the value of what list like this product table, and you click on hit. Suppose that table is not here. Suppose that table is not here, then how you are going to search that thing in the Backoffice? Okay, so under the system, okay, under the system, you have option called types. Under the system, you have option called types. So if you click on the types, now by using the identifier, you can search by the type. Okay, now it's a contain or basically equal, and click on search. Now you can see so many things are coming, but this is not forever. This is not forever. So just I'm searching by the, it is giving all the relation also. Product, you can see start with product. Okay, I think it's the name. See, sir. What is not showing? Just show under type. We have option to, you can search by the type here. Yeah, this is naming convention, sorry. You can see the product here. Okay, it should be equal also. Okay, you can see product where it is defined. Just click on that one. Okay, so it will give the detail of that table. It will not give the record of that table. Detail of that table. So how, where it is basically what is the properties of this table, and where this table is defined, and what is the definition, XML definition of that table. Now you want to see the record of the table. So third, like search by type. Click on that, search by type, and you will see the record of particular table here. Record of particular table here. Similarly, you can do for anything. So just again, I'm going to type, and here I'm searching the employee. Click on employee and search by type. You will get the record of employee here. Similar, how we are searching from the under the user and employees. This similar thing is there. So there is 3 ways to access any table. 3 ways to access any table. Okay, first way is from the HAC. In HAC, we have a console tab. Under the console tab, we have a flexible search. Okay, flexi search. Under that, you can search by type. You will get the record. Next thing is that under the back office, in tree, okay. Next, under the back office only, if it is not exploratory, then we have a system. Under the system, we have type. Under the type, we can search by type. Under basically type, search, and then search by type. Sorry. Then search by type. Here, this is a 3 way to access the table. Clear? Team?
Yes, clear.
Okay, okay. So the next thing is that, what is the next topic? This is Backoffice, OT will, order flow, and yeah, Backoffice Solar we can take. Okay. Backoffice Solar is that. What is the Backoffice Solar? See, whatever the list of products, Solar is for the search and navigation purpose. Okay, we have separate session for Solar. I'm just giving the overview for you. Solar is for the search and navigation. The full form of Solar is search on license, basically. Okay, so it's used for search and navigation purpose. So when you click on under the catalog, we have products. Okay, this is called simple search and this is called advanced search. Okay, both can be customized. This is advanced search and this is called simple search. Search, you are not getting any record. but in the real time, the record is there. Okay, it means the record are coming from two different points when you are doing the simple search, when you are doing the advanced search. So advanced search, the record is coming from the DB. In a simple search, the record is coming from the Solar DB. It means the data is not present into the Solar. Similar thing is that if you click on here and you got the product cockpit, okay, so you will not get any data here. The problem with this again searching and all here, okay, there's no data quality, no approval, nothing is there here. Okay, so go to administration console. It means there's some problem in the Solar DB, means data is not present, of course. So we are going to do indexing. Indexing is basically sending the data from our DB to the Solar DB. Solar will always store data in the JSON format, okay, key and value format. So sending the data from our, we definitely need URL. We need a basically cron job, a job which will fetch the data from DB and send to the third party. That is for the Solar. For that, we have already OOTB things. So under the system, you have option called search and navigation. Under the system, search and navigation. Under search and navigation, again Solar facet search configuration. And then we have facet search configuration. If you click on this, so other than sites, you can apparel DE, apparel UK, apparel, how this indexing is that, just leave it. You can see Solar config for the back office. Click on this and just do the full indexing. Okay, just do the full indexing means you have option for index here. If you click on the back office index, click on index, it is option asking the full update and delete. So we are doing the full. Full means entire data from our DB to the Solar DB, only product related data. When you go to any site, what you are going to search? You will search only the product. You are purchasing only product. So Solar is only for product. Why Solar? Because searching, to make searching faster. If you search in the DB, that is a lengthy process. You will get result in quite later. But in the Solar, the data is always in the like JSON format. So that's why the data is easier to get. Basically, list of data. Okay, even in the here, when you click on any category, so when you get the list of any data, list of any product, so that is coming by the Solar. That comes from the Solar. It's running. Wait for 1 or 2 minutes. You can see this all detail. This is coming from the Solar. Okay, this is not coming from the DB. DB is basically descriptive way of when you go for the description, okay, or advanced search. In that case, the data is coming from DB. Just wait for 1 minute. It will complete because of course there's a lot of data, so it takes time. Okay.
Sir, one question is there. In advanced search, data will come from Solar DB, right?
No, advanced with our DB.
Our DB, and from normal search, it will come from Solar DB.
Solar only for product, not for the user.
Sometimes in normal search, if a product is not coming, so we will do indexing. What about catalogs and other things? Suppose we are searching for catalog.
Catalog, no, catalog is not indexed. Catalog thing is not there. Only the product and its attribute like category and all, those are indexed.
Okay.
Yeah. Catalog is there, already there.
Okay.
Because normally we have 1 or 2 catalog. Okay, maximum. Okay. So suppose this one is that, just follow here. When you see here, this is the product listing page. Okay, product listing page. So product listing page means list of product. That's it. Okay. So list of product is coming from Solar. Means data is present in the Solar for this site. Okay. You can see different indexes for the electronics also. This data is coming. But if you click on any product, then that data is coming from DB. Now you are going the description of product. Basically more elaborated of the product. Here you can see we need minimum information. We doesn't need too much information for the listing. But when you go on the description, then you get a lot of the thing, extra thing, rating, reviews, description, and prices, so many things extra you needed. So promotion, everything is you can see here. So this data, now this data is coming from your DB, not from the Solar.
Okay.
The first time loading, so that's why it will take some time. This is the payroll site, what they have given. Okay, I'm just going to state via pants. Okay, done, man. Okay, sure. Don't have a lot of data. Yeah, you can. This is list of products. So this is the product listing page. That's called list of product. Okay, and it's so as per the category. If you can go and search something called T-shirt, search the data related to the T-shirt only. Okay, it is giving suggestion also, but it is also search the data related to T-shirts. So this searching, after searching, this data is coming from Solar. Solar means list of data. Okay, now how much data you are going to show into the one page, that is again the customization, like pagination, like 20 data, 30 data, how 30 t-shirt you want to show. So that is called the pagination. Okay, page type. Okay, basically page quantity. So like this, that we can customize the later part. So now when you click on any t-shirt or basically any products, now whatever the data is fetching, it is coming from DB. Till now the data is coming from Solar. This data is coming from DB. Basically description of the data. Okay, we will do the modeling of this product also, like how this product is basically modeled, or how we are going to set in the different thing. But just understand this one, this data is coming from the DB. This is still is running. Okay, this data is also coming from DB. Okay, so it's okay. No, leave it as running. Okay, let's move with the out of box flow. Okay, I'm just adding. This is a B2C flow. Okay, for B2B side, we will see a site something. This is the B2B site. Okay, it's loading. So let's see B2C flow. Just I'm adding this to the bag. Is that it or not? This is out of box flow. You can customize each and every flow. Okay, maximum site might be going with this flow only, but you can customize. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it is finished. Let's see this solar one. It is when it is finished. Now go again to your catalog and products. Now this data is coming. Simple search data is coming. It means now so data is inserted into SolarDB. Okay, and let's see the product cockpit. Now you can see this diagram and all that chart and all of it is coming. How this is coming from the SolarDB. Okay, previously it is not coming, now it is coming. Okay, the product cockpit, this is only responsible for the products. Similarly, we have a smart edit. When we are discussing the content catalog, we'll discuss the smart edit also. Okay.
Deepak, I have a question. So when we are going for, about to do indexing, we have option to choose few values, right? Full, update, and delete, I think.
Yeah.
So what does the other two do? Update and delete.
Full is for the first time. Okay, this we are going to discuss in more detail on the search and navigation topic. Here we have, here you can see search and navigation configuration of the Solar. But for the understanding purpose, just understand full is entire data you are moving. So that full indexing generally we do once a week, like twice a week, something like that. Update indexing means any new product is added. Now you want to move that data only to the Solar in the particular interval of time, like daily you are going to import some product or the prices. So you want to update similar kind of thing in the Solar. So for that we need update. Okay, so basically it fetch the data like last 3 hours what data is new and send that data into the SolarDB. Okay, so update is running every 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and the delete is basically when you want to delete entire index. That you can do by using the delete index. So you are deleting the entire SolarDB index, means entire data of Solar for particular index or particular table, also a particular site. So it will delete the data. And this suppose for apparel DE index. Okay, so if you are going to index, so you have option for that. For update full means entire data, update means some particular data which changed, delete means you are going to delete entire set of data. From the Solar, we have option for the hot update also. So hot update is basically responsible only 1 or 2 product for the searching purpose. So tomorrow you think that only you product you have modified in the UAT, you want to show how its behavior is coming. So in that case, you can just go and update or delete. Here there is no full and nothing. Update is only 1 product or delete only 1 or 2 product or 10 product. Like this you can do by using the hot. So if you go for next, now here you can go and choose the items like this. How many items you want to update and just run it. This is called the hot index update. This you are going to also use in the real time. Some specific product you want to change here.
Okay, got it.
And I have added some product and just came to the you can see into our card page. Now just focus on here.
One thing, but can't we delete some specific set of products from Solar?
We can delete hot delete.
Hot delete. Okay.
This is okay. So here we have in place of product. Now you can select delete, and here you can say select some set of product.
Okay. And okay, fine.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, so cross this window and let's separate one. So this index button we have here, no? So here also we have the update option.
Yeah.
So
here we cannot choose.
Okay, it will update the entire set of product.
No, only some particular product. Which product? That is basically mentioned into your query. If you go to the index type, so in the index type, go inside this. Here we have a query.
Okay. Solar query.
Okay. Index. Okay. This no, not here. This is the query. When you are running full index, what are things when you are updating? So what are the product you are going to pick?
Okay.
Okay.
Can this update be scheduled? Means after 2 hours, 3 hours like that?
Generally, real time like 1 hour. Sometimes some sites are running 15 minutes to keep your data up to date, like more on the realistic phase. Like it depends upon your frequency of like feed. Like your feed is continuously updating, so you are running continuous update job 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour. If your feed is coming once or twice in a day, so you can run like once or twice of that update job only. It's totally depend upon like how the feed frequency is there. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, any more question, team? Yeah. So just see here. This is I'm just focusing B2C accelerator. After that, we can also discuss the B2B accelerator. Okay, accelerator. What is accelerator basically? Accelerator is a ready to site to you. Accelerator is a just giving out of configuration or out of site for you to develop your new site. So for B2C side, you are using the B2C accelerator. B2B side, you are using B2B accelerator. So it has already out of box so many configuration classes, XML file, data. By using those, you can develop a similar kind of B2C, B2B site. So for that, they have given B2C, 3 B2C site and 1 B2B site, and that is built basically built on the top of particular accelerator. B2C side means B2C accelerator, B2B side B2B accelerator. Okay, so we can use that and develop our new. So I'm just giving the like overview of the B2C accelerator. So B2, what are the flow? So after adding product in product description page like PDP page, we are coming the cart page. Okay, now going to the cart page, this is a cart bag. Basically, it's a cart ID, a cart number. Okay, bag ID, bag number, anything is there you can mention. For our purpose, the cart ID. So if you go and here and cards, okay, you can see 2 cards is there. 1 card I have created here, 1 card I have created here, but one is electronic site, one is here. Now the question is that does the card is created when you enter the site, because you are currently an anonymous user, you have not given any your unique ID detail. There is a 3 type of user, we'll discuss later, but for your understanding, anonymous user, guest user, and logged in user. Anonymous user, zero information about user. Guest user, any unique identification about user like email ID, phone number. Logged in user means proper account they have in the particular site. That is called logged in user. Anonymous user cannot place the order. Anonymous user can go till the checkout but cannot place the order. For that, we should need at least guest or the logged in user. For B2B side, we doesn't allow guest user to check out. Maximum B2B site are not allowing this. Okay, so with that we are going to discuss. So let's open this site again, Apparel UK. Okay, so now while entering the site, though no cart is created, cart is only created when you add any item to the bag. Any item to the bag. Okay, so I just enter this site and just go here and refresh this part. You cannot see any new card is created because I just enter the site. Okay, let's add some new item. Okay, I'm adding from here itself. Okay, check out. Now it is creating one new bag. Okay, so just go here and refresh it. You can see one more card is created and all are anonymous user. Anonymous user means there is a nothing because I have not given any detail of myself. Okay, now thing is that if we delete the record from here or basically the product from here, does card is also deleted? or not. So let's delete it. So I'm removing this one. Okay, and just I'm an anonymous user. I'm just closing this window. Search it. That card become empty, but that card is not deleted. And literally you cannot access this card in the future. Because first thing you open an incognito window and you are anonymous. Now, whenever you are going to create any card, new card will be created. Because you are incognito, because session is closed for that. So now this card is empty. Okay, this is card. We have option for the empty card. Basically, it's empty card. Some one new word is we are using for this one. So this card we cannot use. Yeah. So once the card is created, card is not deleted. Even you delete all the item from the card. Even you are the anonymous user. Yeah, we can clear this card in the future by using the cron job, but it is not deleted because we need to keep some data for that. After 30 days or 40 days, we can delete this one, but now immediately it will not delete. Again, if you open, you can new card will be created for that. It is for incognito mode, not for the here. Okay, suppose I close this one again, apparel UK. Tomorrow again I'm using the apparel UK and I'm going again here. So you can see immediately that card will load. It doesn't mean there is card with that. That card, how this card is loading for you. This is for normal browser, not incognito mode. So again, if you go again here, even you are an anonymous user, it will load the same card for you. When delete it, doesn't matter. It will load the same card for you. Okay, let's delete this one. Check out, remove it. Okay, I'm just removing. Okay, after removing, again go here. That card value is 0. Okay, I'm removing again here. Tomorrow I'm again coming, going here. You can see card is empty. Let's check. Let's add some item for this card. Still the card is same. It is not card are not changed. So how it pick up the card? Okay, definitely by using the cookies. We are defining our cache and cookies. So how this cache and cookies is related to the Hybris and how Hybris is tracking our cache and cookies. So if you this is 000, open that this card. This one is our card. Okay, and if you go here in admin tab, till it's opening, let's go here and just open the cookies and cache here. Okay, and here we have a controller session. Again, session ID we have. Okay, this session ID is exactly similar to the J session ID here. In cookies, we have J session ID here. Okay, application cookies. This, if you interrupt this cookies, this J session ID, you will lost your card. So it is reloading this card because this J session ID is yes. I think it will not change from here. I will change the card from here. Save it. It is not lost. I think it's
So Deepak, for a non-logged in user, I mean, we'll get the code based on the session ID. Is it correct?
Session ID, yeah.
Okay.
This one is not deleted. Okay. I think it's now again checking the cookies. It should be the what is.
We can clear the cache, then we can try.
We need to clear. Oh, that if you clear the cache, then automatically it will. Okay. So anyhow, it will. You can now. This card is lost. You cannot access that card again because you have changed the JSON ID. So if you try to track that one, it will lost that because you have removed that one. So by using this JSON ID only, we can access this card. Okay, for the anonymous user, basically track the browser. Okay, and card is not created when you enter the site. Rather, card is created when you hit any create any add anything to your bag. So new, you can see new card is created. It means old card is still there. Old card is still there. It is not deleted. The new card 003 is created. Clear? Next is that I want to any confusion till now?
No,
okay. Okay. Let's go for the checkout. Okay. So you can of course coupon and promotion you can apply so that we can discuss later. Okay. You go for the checkout. So in checkout, it will ask some detail, like definitely I told you anonymous user cannot check out that by using this one. So definitely either you can log in or you can check out by using the guest user. Okay, so this is the way to go with the guest user. So just type in avc@gmail.com. and continue as a guest. Okay, this will take time, 1 minute. Okay. I'm just going to the tab. You people got any PPT from ZaranTech for study session and all?
So please tell me, sir.
Do you got any send any PPT to them? Study session recorded. Since it is recording, should you have uploaded anything?
Sir, yeah, the videos are the meeting is getting recorded, and the previous videos are there in the SharePoint LMS.
Okay. Okay.
And the materials are also available in the SharePoint LMS under Material tab.
Okay, this one, right? Material. Okay.
Yes.
Video recording is there or not?
Yes, sir. It's uploaded. 1 second. Sir, yesterday's session will be done in few minutes, so need not to worry. Before the session ends, it will be uploaded.
Okay. Yeah. So team, when I'm going to check out, it is asking the definitely shipping address, then shipping method, billing address, and the final review is nothing a review page. Okay. So this is asking on the same page. Everything is on the same page. Okay. Now let's just take anything and enter any address. Definitely it is not validate. It's a local. Okay. That aside. Okay, so now next it is a shipping method. Now you have shipping method like standard premium delivery, similar kind of things. Like Amazon has the Prime membership and normal membership, normal delivery. So similar thing is there. Go to next. Okay, you can create your own. Okay, that shipping method. How you are going to create? We can create later. Okay. Next thing is that billing address. So if it is a billing address, means if the billing address is different, you can change the address, and this is the billing type. Basically you need to the card detail and all, so just enter the card detail. So for I think Visa, we have different card number is 4 and then 15 times 1 1 2. So this is what we have. Okay, just give any expiry date, don't worry. Card validation is 123 or 111, something like that. Okay, and just go for the next. No thanks. It is saying that it is status not found. Okay, for that we need to import something. Okay, this status, like we need to import some details, card details. So after that it will work on that. We will see tomorrow. I will upload that. And basically you can see when you are clicking on here, so it is getting a SOP. So basically we have two type of payment. One is SOP, one is HOP. So SOP is basically silent, and HOP is hosted on different page. So like previously we are getting for the IRCTC, when we try to hit the like payment page, it is redirecting to some other pages, and there we can need to fill the detail and then again redirecting to the IRCTC pages after the ticket is booked. So that is called HOP. The responsibility is taken by some other system. SOP's responsibility is taken by our system. So after again it has merit and demerit. Since your system SOP, so you can customize as per you look and feel, but data security is your headache. But HOP data security is other headache, but you cannot customize the look and feel. Whatever the look and feel they are giving, you need to be okay with that. And where you basically going to select HOP and SOP. Here we have a select alternative. Okay, so I'm just select checkout multi. Yes, we have option. Yeah, you have option to HOP and SOP. So I'm opening the HOP. Next, email address. And just entering anything. Okay, and next, and suppose I want to fill anything like Visa. Okay, and just next. So you can say, okay, this is SOP I have selected. Okay, so one or two property we need to enter. That property just I'm showing you. Okay, this one you need to enter this one. After that it will enable that payment SOP mock and HOP mock. So how you're going to, since now I want to change this, for this I need to stop this one, but I don't want to stop. So how I'm going to change, I want to change in the runtime. So how I need to change, just go here, platform configuration, and create new key and new value. So this is the new key and this is new value, true. Add it. Now whatever you have added, just save it. Okay, this is already there, shop name. Okay, so make it true and just Okay, save it. Okay, now it's a true. Go here, check out again. Okay, cart number. Let's try to it. Yeah. Okay, it is moving. Okay, just a minute. So just so valid or not valid, leave it. Okay. You can see next process it is going to some other. Okay, some other. It is mentioning HOP here, SOP here. Then when we have a similar SOP also. So payment is done. After that, you can place the order. So placing the order basically just confirming that. So order placement is nothing. Converting your card to order. Converting your card to order is called the order placement. This is a review page. Just a review. So in review page, you will find final detail of about your order, like what are the different item, what are taxes and validations, everything you can see here. Now, okay, you can, I'm just pinging, thank you for your order, just leave it. So order number is generated. This is auto generated and I'm pinging this to you. Okay, you have already, so you can, after the initialization, you can add this to your local dot properties. So you can place the order by using the. Okay, now this order is placed. Now you can go and see the order. So now go here and our cart number is 03. Refresh it. 03 is gone. Why it's gone? Because we have placed the order. So that cart is converted to the order and cart is deleted. Cart is converted to order means taking the data from a cart and populating into the order table and deleting the cart data. So now go to the order table. So you will find the order is placed. So similarly, when the cart is deleted, when that cart is converted to the order. So you can see the user is, this one is the username and all. This is, they have been, since it is guest, that's why you can see similar thing like this. Next, this is your B2B site. B2B site you cannot access like this. Okay, you can, it is simply asking your email address and password. Okay, basically your user detail. But suppose you want to access this without entering the user detail. For that, you need to go these are the websites. So go inside the website. Under the WCMS, we have websites. Okay, so you'll find all websites. So why it is asking that detail? Basically, it is not allowing user, normal user, anonymous or guest user to go and even check your site, check your product. So how we can enable that things? So it is your Power Tool site. Go inside your site, Power Tool site, and disable the secure portal. Basically, secure portal is responsible to basically for the logged in purpose, only for logged in user. Okay, here one more thing you can find that we can discuss in the content catalog, active and inactive. If you make it false, so this side will be inactive. Okay, this we can discuss in the content catalog and smart edit time. Go to the administrator tab, and here we have option the require authentication. You can make false. Require authentication is false. Go here, refresh this. Just a minute, it's loading. So now you can see you can access the site now, B2B site. Okay, only one boolean this value is there, require authentication. Okay, it is a boolean from here, but internally it's a basically entire secure portal add-on. Basically one extension is there, and we are basically disabling that one, and disabling that one is basically you can, by using the guest star, you can check the site. So you can now check that the products, you can check the something, you can register it, or you can basically register yourself. You can logged in, basically already you have already so many users are there, you can log in by using that user also. Okay, now this is a B2C site, and if you go click on sign in and register, and this is B2B site, if you click on the register, let's see that what is different between these two register. Okay, and what are the different registration process that we can discuss tomorrow. What are the different registration process which is in B2B project. In B2C project, it is just asking title, first name, last name, email, password, confirm name, that's it. This is how we are basically creating account in Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, something like that. Normally B2C platform. Okay, this is B2B site. This is loading. Now you can see what is the registration form. This is how big registration form is. It is asking entirely address line, then town, city, entire definition, your position, your different, like there are so many extra things they are asking. Okay. After this, it doesn't mean that you are registered. You are requested. You have just requested for the registration. After that, target company will review your application, then they will approve, and then you will become the registered user. So B2B registration is quite lengthy process. B2C registration is very small and just that is there is no need of approval and all. B2C registration process. Okay, if you have time, 5 minutes, I can generally quickly explain about the registration process. Generally, we follow 3 type of registration process in the B2C, B2B. B2B registration process. First scenario is that, okay, you are the company, suppose TCS want to buy laptop from the, like this business between HP. Okay, so what is the thing is that definitely they will, this is the business to business, so definitely some business will sit together and they will understand the like terms and condition, they will generate a PO. So PO is nothing, is a basically agreement between these two. PO is a purchase order. Okay, so this is that's a agreement between these two. So once agreement is that, then TCS will register by self, like some TCS person basically register and send form to HP. Now what is that? HP will review. What is the next, like 2 scenario will possible here. And approve if our data is fine. Otherwise, we can reject. Okay, this is the 2 possibility. They will register yourself, and on the basis of that, they are like they will review the one, and in a period they will reject. Reject means they will again send to you. They will send to again, and they will ask this data is not correct. Then again you fill and again send you. Rejection is doesn't mean that you cannot register. Rejection is mean that again they need some data from you if some data is missing. Okay. The next topic is that they buy the mutual, like HP itself create account based on some, which is basically what information when they sit together, basically when they are discussing about the business. So definitely they share some information between each other for each other. So that, and by using that information, HP will create account based on some information Okay, and what are the different scenario? Then about this, after that information, like some information, it doesn't mean that they have all information. Okay, after filling, they will send at form to TCS to fill rest of data. After that, again review. After reviewing, you know that of course approve, ask for incorrect. Something is incorrect data, then they will ask for some correct data. So this is the second scenario, and there is a third scenario also. Okay, and third will be, this is called self-registration. And this is called, okay, and registration by the target company. You can see, just we don't have any word for this, but registration by target company. And third is called that registration by invite. By invite. What does it mean? That after that they sit together, then basically they talk, and after that they will send a registration link to the TCS. So HP registration link to the TCS. Okay. After this, so once this TCS will that registration link, then basically they will fill the detail and send to the again SP, again the similar process, approve and reject on this. So this is basically difference between this B2B, B2C. Other than that, we have other lot of difference we can see later. Like we have just seen that anonymous flow is not allowed in B2B, anonymous flow is allowed in B2C, but login basically logged in allowed, guest user cannot place order in B2C, but in B2B B2C they cannot place, they can place, but in B2B they cannot place. So similarly, we have a lot of difference we have. Let's see, do I have any documentation for that? Okay, so you can see these are the basically normal difference between these two. Like for an MS user, search category product and they can go, yeah, no, we cannot, even searching is not allowed, but we can get this feature. Just try disable this. Now you get that feature and you can search it. Guest order is not allowed into the B2B side, but in B2C side it's allowed. Logged in user, of course, allowed. Logged in customer can place. Registration is simple, it's a complex. We have discussed what is the complexity we can face in B2B. Quotation is not allowed in B2B. Quotation is generally for the when you have the multiple order, bulk order, because when the price is changed. In B2B, B2C, we doesn't change the price. When you buy in the Kanyakumari, you can buy in the Kashmir. The similar price will Flipkart will offer. But in B2B, the prices are changed as per the customer, volume, and the region. Okay, study have given an example. If TCS buy the similar laptop, they provide the similar laptop, price may be different for these two companies. Okay, the customer price, end user price, contract price are different. That's why there is a quotation. Okay, checkout step is similar. Only we have here we have payment method, PO number payment, and we don't have a much payment option like UPI payment on. Those are not possible here. Here maximum is credit card payment and PO payment. Here we have multiple payment option. Order place, just you can place the order, but here after the placing you have option the recurring order, scheduled order. Recurring order and scheduled order I will show you tomorrow how it means. Basically this is you can place the order and you will get particular order, like every 1 week you want to order, every month you want some similar order. Those are called the recurring order or scheduled order. Okay, so this is how this is different between B2B and B2C. Okay, this is just for a theoretical purpose. Since you're working with the B2B, so we'll focus on the B2B side now. Clear?
Yes, Deep. Yes.
So if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we are good for the today.
Yeah, no question from me.
Yeah, Deepak, I have a question.
Yeah.
So previously you were telling like while placing the order, while adding information, and correct me if I'm wrong. So while adding payment information, you said we have two types, SOP and HOP, right? Yeah, SOP is like if we select SOP, it will be remain in the same page, and if we select HOP, it will redirect to the third page, just like IRCT you said example. Correct?
Yeah.
So while using like for SOP things, we need to enable the SOP mock enabled equal to true just in the local properties. The same should apply to the HOP.
No, I don't think it's applied. Only one is applied. Quick card HOP we don't have. Just check 1 minute. Yeah, HOP also you need to enable. Similar kind of thing. That is, you can make paste a true because by default it's a false. So you can make true HOP also. And this is for your understanding purpose. In the real time, only one payment option will be enabled by default. You cannot choose in your project because it's basically project which they are going to decide whether they are going to use SOP or HOP in their project. Normally, nowadays we are using the SOP, but you have third-party payment system. In that case, we are using the HOP, like Paymetric integration or the Adyen integration. Then we are using the HOP.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyone, any extra question? Like anyone has doubt? Okay. So yeah, we are good for today. Okay. Thank you, team. Thank you for time.
Thanks, Deepak.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.